Hi, this is Angelica, and I'd like to go over some safety tips and also application for your beautiful organic oils. A lot of people think that they can just apply it whenever and wherever, and that's absolutely not true. So let's use these divine energies, these essences, in the way they were meant to. They are for healing purposes, for upliftment purposes, for ascension purposes, but they have to be used correctly. If they're not, they can be harmful, and people have to understand that. Also, tips about if you ever get them in your eye, what do you do? Because that's vitally important. You don't want to burn your eyes by putting water in them. So we'll get back to that. These oils are, to me, part of the fairy kingdom and the nature spirit kingdom, besides Mother Earth, of course. Anyway, they are to be treated in a manner that they deserve. I've been using oils for over 40 years. I also played with aromatherapy type potions when I was a child in the garden, healing insects and animals, birds, you name it. But I've learned over the years, even though I was taught very differently, I want to teach you from firsthand experience. And then, of course, you always do your own research. And if you're pregnant or have any issues or sensitivities, you need to talk to your healthcare provider before you could use them. And some of them don't know. So do your research, and then you can go and talk to them. And then at least you're educated, where you can question them on certain things and then find out maybe they don't know anything about it. So at least it'll give you a good base. So as far as safety, let's do this really quick first. If you ever get an oil in your eye, you do not, I stress, do not use water to flush it out. It will actually drive the oil deeper into your eyes. So anytime you get an oil somewhere that it wasn't meant to be, immediately take an organic, it can be a olive oil, coconut, almond, any type of oil-based, I always use pure organic, and then gently wipe it out. Put it on a soft cloth, wipe your eye with it. You'll find that the stinging is gone very rapidly, and it won't burn your eyes. I made the mistake many, many years ago of flushing water in my eyes when I got some in because of something that happened. And literally, it drove it in deeper and it started burning my eye. I ended up in emergency. So you have to be careful, all right? They are strong. They are magnificent, but use them wisely. So again, you never use water to stop an oil from stinging or penetrating. The only time you use water, say you're doing some type of body treatment and you want to drive the oil in, like a spinal, say you're using them along your spine, because they say a lot of times that's where disease begins. Of course, it's not the only place, and so you put them along the spine, and a practitioner would do this. Then after you put warm rags, heated rags on them, and let them drive in. So that's purposely done. That's different. And again, if someone's doing this to you, applying oils on you that start feeling like they're burning or you can't take it, sometimes the heat's good. Like I let the heat come up because usually it's pulling toxins to the surface and can actually turn the skin red. And that's pulling the toxins up. So that's when you have lots of water after. Make sure you flush those out of your body so they're not damaging your liver, because the liver works so hard. Your kidneys and liver work so hard. You want to make sure you're treating them respectfully. And that is another reason I actually stopped using most oils neat, because after a while it can build up in the liver and some other areas where the body is just stressing out to try to detox itself, because that's what these oils do. They detox, but you want to do it gentler. You don't want to put this stress on your body. That's why I use jojoba oil, almond oil, fractionated coconut oil, argan oil, but always organic. We use that as our base. And the reason is because then it goes on the skin at the right dilution, and you can really have the healing benefits without the quick detoxification. So there are exceptions to this rule, especially when something's going around that I want to avoid, but we can get that in another video. That's what we do. We use, as I said, just the highest quality oils, not only carrier oils, but essential oils. And it's like, you know, even our rose, you can't get on Amazon, you can't get it on you know, any other site except theirs. And it's very expensive. The rose Damascena, also known as rose otto, that we put in our blends, for just 5 milliliters, it's almost $300. And, you know, the absolute that you can get other places for $10 for 15 milliliter is not, be cautious, because we have a really high quality and our price is $80 for 5 milliliters. So milliliters, I'm sorry. We want the best. So no matter what oil we're using, we want the best. And another thing that we do when we're mixing these oils is that we make sure that we are communicating with these essences. And they're beings, as far as I'm concerned. If I'm flying with them, I wrap them up. I tell them they're going on a journey. I ask them to kind of go dormant, that they're going to go through X-ray machines to sleep until I get where I'm going. On the other side, I open them up and I shake them good and ask them to reactivate themselves. And they do. You can feel it, especially you empathic people, you energy sensitive people, you can feel it. This is a life force in here, each one of these. And you can see I've got one on the miracle cube behind me, which is that particular blend. We're infusing it with a scalar wave. People call them frequencies, but really it's different, because a frequency will go through a wall, they go through things, and then they dissipate. A wave actually keeps building and building and building. It doesn't dissipate like a frequency. So it's really a powerful machine. We have this on our website. This one's called the Miracle. There's also one that you can see a picture of me meditating under Tesla, and it's like 3 times that. And wow, we do infuse them with the energies that you can see on our site. There's about 26 different energies. And then we infuse it according to what the oil is actually asking us to do. So if it's, you know, gamma bliss and pineal activation, if it's heart opening, if it's kundalini, if it's de-stressing, if it's rebuilding telomeres that, you know, re-lengthening, because as we get older, they shorten. And therefore, that's why we start aging more quickly over time too. And so it starts lengthening those telomeres. So there's a wonderful one at night. It's a deep sleep one, and it's like your delta. Most of us don't go into delta. And last night I didn't have it on, and I wish I had, because I didn't get the rest I needed. I ended up staying up working on a project for our company, and I didn't look at the time. I do not like to be on the internet, you know, and I have to for my business, but it was way past my normal curfew. And it does something to your eyes, which affects your whole sleep pattern. So be careful, you know, get off early, you know, meditate, do some kind of beautiful ritual. Okay, so getting back to, say, even this one. This is just a beautiful, a little oil that I was playing with. What I might have done with it, I put them in sacred places, and they non-heated. Oh, well, that's okay. It's a beautiful cobalt blue color. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's because there's blue tansy in it. And I used a fractionated coconut oil with that one to keep that beautiful blue. And it has many other things in it too, but it's quite a special blend. And then this one, I wanted to know what I could do using jojoba oil, because it's really good for your skin. And I ran out of a face product. So I'm not suggesting you do as I do, for sure. You have to read your own body. You have to go in and ask your body what is right and know yourself, and always test. Like I always do, patches. Well, that's a lie. I don't. I smell it. I body test myself. If I get a forward motion, that means yes, it's okay. If it's just centered, it means, it's perfect. It doesn't matter. You can do it or not do it. And if it goes back, it's a definite no. So I'll do that on anything. Even if it says I can take something internally, I ask my body because it has the wisdom that my mind doesn't have. Do something that with the jojoba oil that is so beautiful if you research it. This is a beautiful organic one that we researched and found, and really pleased with it. And then put in, really high quality rose in the blue tansy. And of course it turns this beautiful, you can't really see it in this light. I guess I would have to hold it up to, it's not going to work. Anyway, you'll be able to see it online. It's this emerald green. You can kind of get flashes of it once in a while. So it's really pretty, but you get it up on your eyelids, lids and stuff. It didn't sting or bother me, but I noticed it's doing something because it made my eyes a little puffy. So don't do that. Just, on your face, or just use this one as a sacred oil for blue tansy if you research it. Oh my gosh, a good quality, not the junk. Let's get back to this. Shake an oil up. Always shake it up. Doesn't matter what it is. Shake it up and go ahead, and just that much, and you put it in your hand. Can you see this? This is kind of awkward. Okay, and then you take two fingers. I see myself intuitively either here or here, and you're activating the oil. You're clockwise, you're blessing the oil. You're asking it for its wisdom to be released. And I usually don't speak as I do this. It's more sacred. So, and then you just kind of clap your hands together, and then you put it, on your skin. Once I hit over the 60 mark, I started noticing things that, I said I would never do, some kind of facelifting, plastic surgery things, and I won't. I will let myself age gracefully, but that doesn't mean I'm going to abuse it, okay? Now, my hands are, they're aged. You know why? And I saw a woman, perfect hands at 70. So that tells me two things. Either they've done something medically, or they never work in a garden, never built a house, never painted or sculpted, got your hands in the clay. And I'm one of those people that people, you should wear gloves. And I will I should wear gloves to protect my hands. I put them on, and 3 seconds later, I realize they're thrown across the yard or whatever I'm doing. It's important. My hands are what feel the earth. It's like what speaks to me. So even in gardening, to wear gloves and pull weeds, there's a message in every one of these. There's an energy in every one of them, the whole garden around me. So don't be afraid to let yourself age, and have awards that show I lived a great life. I did a lot of cool stuff. And I am happy that these hands were here to do that for me and with me. Okay, so I already put some on this morning, so I didn't want to overdo it. But so I just kind of patted around and, moved it. And I've done all the wrong things in life. You're supposed to push up and pull up and of gravity, but I don't, all this kind of stuff. Now, what can I say? I'm not going to join some beauty pageant, so we don't have to worry about this. So anyway, it's also a wonderful oil just to take a tiny drop of it and put it on your pressure points, any pressure points. And you don't need to put it on your face. That's just something I did. Most of these A lot of these you don't want to put on your face, you know, a lot of oils. They're maybe too strong. Now, a lot of ours do have beautiful roses in them, rose oils, really exquisite oils. And those are just, you know, awesome. But there are also some of them that are mixed with things, say neroli or jasmine, and those you don't want to put on your face. You can put on your body. Yeah, I'm rambling a little bit, but I just wanted to share with you these magical little beings. Actually, yeah, I tucked them all away. I'm sorry, because it was important to me that they weren't in the sun. But here's one of our new bottles. Isn't that pretty? This one I haven't blended. This bottle's out. It has a really high quality Herkimer diamond in it. That's resting. The bottle's been sanitized, purified, and every part of it. And then this one is called 1111, and the blend is pretty profound. So you'll have to come to our site and see what that's about. Welcome to the family, and also to the beautiful energy and spirit world. And it's alive. It's alive. So treat it as it deserves to be, as a guest of honor in your home and in your life.